Hello and welcome back, and before we get on with this week's video, I just want to say a really big thank you to everybody that subscribes to the channel and then everybody who watches and makes a comment and follows on Twitter. I never anticipated when I started this venture off that I would get anywhere near 2,000 subs, but in the last few weeks it has gone over that, and I really do appreciate your support and all your comments and feedback. So let's get on with this week's video. Well, it's all about security this week, and as you'll know, if those people that are on Twitter, there's been quite a few caravans stolen recently, and I thought I would update our security, so that's one of the jobs I'm going to be doing today. Now, updating security, is it worth it? It's more of a deterrent. You know, we've had or seen caravans stolen with alcohol wheel locks on, with Nemesis locks on, you name it, they've been taking them off. Hitch locks taking them off, you know, corner steady locks taking them off, and they take the tracking system out. So I think in terms of security, it is a peace of mind. You do get a discount in your insurance, but will it ever stop them taking your van? Well, no. If they want it, they're going to take it. So what I'm doing today is, if you look at this, the door on our Caravan, I've always been a little bit wary that the lock doesn't, well, it does lock, but it's not that great, to be honest with you. It's just a standard lock, as you can see here, and to me it looks a little bit flimsy. So what I've decided to do is to kind of put a different lock on there as well. So I looked at all the different options available for a door lock. I looked at Fiamma, I looked at Malenko. What I didn't want to do was start drilling into the Alutech body of the Caravan and making more holes, because that just isn't something that I wanted to do. So I found this thing, which is the Fiamma door frame lock. I bought it from, where did I get it from? Look at my receipt here. I looked at loads of places, and online it ranged anything from £35 up to, in some places it was £60 for the same lock. Now I got this from the Caravan shop, www.caravanshop.co.uk, and now I realised it was a place in Scotland, just in Glasgow. I actually phoned them up and ordered it over the phone, and it was here the next day. It was about £2.59 for carriage, but I was really impressed with that, and it's the cheapest place I could find it at £35.85. Oh, sorry, £35.95 plus the postage as well. So it came up to just under £39. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's look what's in the box. It's just the lock. You get 2 keys with it there, and the screws that fit it on, and that's the lock there. There is no instructions on it. It's quite straightforward. There is a little bit on the back there which tells you basically the steps to fitting it, and also how the lock works, but I'll go through that and I'll show you how we're going to put it onto the Caravan. So as you can see, we have the door closed, and the lock is going to fit obviously over the top half of the door. If you put it over the bottom half of the door, it's pretty pointless because you can open the top half of the door up, so it's got to go over the top, and it just basically sits on the frame like that, and then it stops them from, another deterrent to stop them from opening the door. So what I've done first is open the lock so we can turn it, put it in position of where I want the lock, and then I'm going to try and hold it in position and spin the actual lock mechanism open, which then enables me to open the door. So now I've got the door open, I can just mark where I want to put the holes to drill in for the self-tapping screws. So I'm just going to drill the 3 pilot holes. I'm using a steel bit. Now before I fit the lock on, I'm just going to offer it up and then make sure it's in the right position with the holes that I've put, which is, excuse my head, there. Got my Hello Kitty pencil. I'm just going to make some small marks where the base that goes into the side of the Caravan is going to sit, because what I'm going to do is where the screws go in and just around here, this section, I'm going to put some silicone around there as well. So on each screw hole I'm just going to put a blob of silicone on there, and then just where this is going to sit I'm just going to put a bead of silicone where it's going to sit. And this is very kind of a rough guideline. So I'm going to put the top screw into place. There's only 3 screws on this, so it's quite straightforward. So I've got the screws kind of in place, and then I'm just going to tighten those up. So that's all 3 screws in place. Let's see how the lock looks. Just going to clean the silicone up around the lock. That wasn't a bad guess, that, to get that in place. That'll just stop water dripping down the back of it. So that's the lock in place. Get the key, put the key in, turn it into position, push the lock in, pull the key out, and it has a cap that goes over the top of it. And as you can see, the door is unlocked at the moment, but as you can see, you can't get the door open. When you're in the van, put the key in and you turn it the complete opposite way, push the key in, and that's locked in the open position, so that if you're in the van, obviously somebody can't come to your van and lock you in the van. So that's it fitted, another job done. Fiamma lock, quite impressed, very easy to fit, and that's just a bit of added security to the Caravan. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.